no lamba al hermanito. El hermanito no es bueno, ni eso. No lamba al hermanito. No lamba al hermanito, que el hermanito es bueno. El hermano no es bueno, no sea popocha. No sea popocha. ¿Qué tal, amigo? Estamos aquí con un nuevo video para el canal de YouTube, señores. En la casa de GOKU, señores. Estamos aquí. Hoy les traigo, el día de hoy les traigo un modo historia. ¿Se acuerda que estaba haciendo el evento? Pues estaba haciendo el evento, pero como ya hice el evento, ya puede ser el modo historia. Y lo que vamos a hacer es el modo historia. Bueno, nos vamos para Sumeru, que
Come on, we can do it.
Bailar así, porque
Let the show begin.
bailar también me gusta. Bueno, vámonos para Sumeru porque tengo 53 recién. Wow, no me esperaba mucho. Bueno, vámonos para Sumeru porque tenemos que continuar con el modo historia, que es donde nos quedamos en la saga de Najida. Bueno, vamos a poner musiquita. Voy a quitar esta sillita para que... ¡Uy! ¡Carajo! No se olviden que me pueden dar el like a la campanita de notificaciones, por favor. Síganme en TikTok, Instagram. También tengo un segundo canal, pero esa es ya esa parte. Tengo Twitch, por lo que si me quieren ver streameando mientras tanto, porque la mayoría no ven mucho el stream, pero no me ven, pero por lo menos que se diviertan. Y estaré dando menciones a los que se unan. Bienvenidos. Vamos a hacer modo historia. No puedo hablar, pero por lo menos voy a estar callado. Pero sí voy a hablar de algunos comentarios. Voy a estar hablando de la historia. Voy a estar criticando, pero... No criticando, no. Va a haber como unos consejos ahí. Bueno, vamos a continuar con el modo historia. Bienvenidos al modo historia.
Come on, serious suggestions, please. I'm not trying to write a thriller here. It's supposed to be an essay, you understand? An essay. That means facts and logic.
Well, if it's facts and logic you're after, you shot yourself in the foot with your choice of research topic, didn't you? The Tatara Suna mystery. When so much remains unexplained, there's little to be objective about. Unless, of course, you restrict yourself to textual criticism.
Yeah, well, this is my teacher's area of research. I can't change that. But it's fascinating enough without having to sensationalize it, don't you think? The strange location, the missing details, a mysterious person. I want to write my essay on something interesting, and I'm interested in getting to the bottom of all this. That's the only reason I came to you.
Yes, you came to me, so all the more reason to take my advice. The fact is, it's the dramatization that will make people want to read it. There's no getting around that.
Okay, but...
Did one of them just mention Tatara Suna? But that's all the way in Inazuma. Is it just Paimon, or is it kinda unusual for someone in Sumeru to want to write a paper about that? Everyone here's just going about their business. Maybe it really is just Paimon. Guess people here are free to research pretty much anything. Great! Let's go find out what this Tatara Suna mystery is all about.
Para la gente que usa el image, por si quieren seguir el canal mío, compartan el link, y por favor que si tienen amigo primo, compartan el link, por favor, que quiero que lo compartan y que por favor me apoyen bastante, porque esto es lo que hago, es porque lo hago por la risa, la sonrisa a la gente, y porque me gusta hacerlo, porque la gente quiere que se ría, que se divierta. Entonces, en este juego, por favor. Pueden estar en el mundo, pueden divertirse, porque la verdad que la mayoría...
Doing detective work means you gotta walk the walk. No, I mean literally. I need to search high and low for evidence.
Voy a estar viendo el canal, voy a ver los comentarios de lo que están diciendo. Pero por ahora no hay comentarios, por ahora ya saben, me pueden seguir, ya saben que me pueden seguir porque estoy en mi canal de YouTube y en los comentarios estarán apareciendo los nombres que voy a mencionar, ahí están por si les interesan. Y bueno, vamos a continuar con esto que ya todos nos están viendo. Bueno, vamos a continuar con la historia. Bueno, pero mientras tanto vamos a tener por el YouTube porque necesito recargar el cosito de la ulti, porque la ulti pues no la tengo.
Shine down!
I'll protect us.
Fracture!
You won this one.
Ahora sí regresemos. Ahora sí voy a regresar aquí un poquito. Bueno, como ustedes sabrán, por la mañana estaba farmeando para el personaje de Trotamundos, pero se me acabó el material y no tengo libre, entonces me toca hacer el modo historia. Entonces, el día de hoy les traeré el modo historia para poder estoy subiendo el Trotamundos. Y pues, por ahí vienen algunos videos que algunos youtubers pues ya han hecho el modo historia y le han cambiado el nombre al Trotamundos por la razón ¿por qué? Porque resulta que resulta que hay que poner un nombre al personaje escaramuza. Ya no llama escaramuza, sino que le llaman weather. Bueno, no sé si ponerle weather.
Alright, I guess I'll go with my textual... if only we knew where to find that traveler. From what they say about her, this seems like the kind of thing she'd know about.
Oh, you're the
Hey, what's with that face?
No, of course I believe you. Actually, I first heard about your great exploits when I was still in Inazuma. This is my first time coming face to face with you and your mysterious silver head.
Oh, Sawada, for the love of... Sorry, we don't get out much, so our social skills are kinda lacking. Traveler,
Actually, we don't know much.
My teacher...
If you don't...
hold on, Sawada.
Well, fair point. In that case, please ease yourselves in gently by taking a look at Akaba's latest essay draft.
Let me give you some background. This all started with the discovery of some records in Tatarasuna. The writings mentioned someone by the name of Miko, but in the end, he threw it into a fire to... Apart from the sword...
That's right.
Stop shouting!
This part's important. It just so happened, even back then.
Wait, so there are 2 missing people?
That's right! What's more, Niwa is a name with a lot of history to it. Have you ever heard?
Oh, the swordsmiths? Yeah,
Wow, yes. You really know your... Something then seems...
kinda.
Sawada, you left out the...
Oh, yes, of course. How could I forget? Brace your minds, ladies and gents, for they are about to be blown. Or maybe you are...
Get to the point.
According to information acquired by Akaba's teacher...
A puppet?
Aha! Judging by the looks on your faces, you do know...
No!
I agree.
A ver, ¿qué nos dice acá? Vamos a leer. El autor es Estator 1. Cuenta la leyenda que un día, como aproximadamente a las 3 tardes, un muchacho llegó a Tarasuma. A lejos divisó unos trabajadores que dirigían a la fragua, siendo uno tras otro camino a la montaña. Arrastraba las suelas de los zapatos sobre el sonido de la eternidad del corazón de todo aquel que lo escuche. Era como si un paso por aquel lugar que no tuviera fin. Al rescatar entre las llamas de esas gemas, diamantes, valor incalculables, solo quien hubiera contemplado la escena de aquel momento el que el lugar sería capaz de comprender esa emoción. Bueno, creo que es una historia muy larga, creo que no sé si soy capaz de leerla toda completa, pero el apellido de está larguísimo, la verdad.
Oh, and please read my
Ok, toca la asesorada de la Karasumi, Bueno, creo que esto es larguito también. Creo que es una historia muy larga porque no sabía de esto, pues algo que no esperaba.
Sawada was... Oh!
Wait, you're allowed to just make stuff up? Pretty sure you've gone from essay...
Akaba, look. Besides, if there really was a political power struggle going on...
Good point. Okay,
We have some other stuff to...
all right,
Bueno, pongamos la musiquita porque también es para el modo historia, voy a poner musiquita.
Hey, so that thing they were talking about, it has to do with the balladeer, doesn't it? Okay, then even if we did know something, after all, we could... If you ask Paimon, Akaba should just pick a different topic. There must be as many... Hey, did you see that? He literally just went by, over there. It looked like... the balladeer! No, it can't have been. He got locked up. Oh, quick, let's catch up and see.
Que ya vamos a estar, vamos a ver qué nos prepara. Vamos a ver la ciudad, creo que se nos espera. Peladita. Bueno, vamos a parar un momentico la música porque esto es interesante. Esto es interesante con el modo historia. Vamos a escuchar, vamos a estar callados, no vamos a decir nada porque necesito concentrarme en el modo historia. A ver qué nos dice el arconte dentro. La niña chiquita, pues. Ay, ay, ay.
Traveler, Paimon, Nahida, bad news. Did he escape or...
Sure enough.
Hey! What are you doing in the sanctuary of Sir...
I know you must have a lot of questions. It was my idea to set the balladeer free. We made it...
A deal?
What did you expect? Why do you think Sumeru would keep me around otherwise? Or maybe... But if that's the case, why haven't you done...
Don't flatter yourself. It was...
Ah, So if it were up to you, you'd finish the job? Guess I had you all wrong.
Well, that escalated quickly. Not a good start.
But Paimon's worried about you, Nahida. Don't...
It's not every day you see people questioning the God of Wisdom's judgment. Just when...
Don't you dare try to drive a wedge between...
As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem in making a deal.
Well, I, for one, have no reason to doubt you. Considering you even struck a deal with the doctor.
Yes, one in which I gained valuable information. The Balladeer's power was all but completely spent after your battle. He's no longer strong, plus, he's a former Harbinger with knowledge of many of the Fatui's sensitive secrets. Being stuck here in Sumeru could make him a sitting duck, depending on how the Fatui...
Wait a second. Farmer? You mean, he's not a...
I take no pleasure in saying this, but it seems as if the doctor had no intention of welcoming back a loser, so...
Sometimes it's you using them, other times it's them using you. So as long as you have some value to offer, nobody will ever abandon you. Well, if the Fatui are gonna reevaluate my utility, I need to have a backup plan for myself.
As we discussed, I don't like causing harm to living beings, and you said you need protection.
I think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear, don't you? And they're your friends.
Yeah, obviously! Nahida, don't...
Then let's put that discussion to the side for now. We still have... Today can be a trial run. Where we go from here will depend on how well...
All right, then I'll do what...
Good. Go now, and keep in touch.
Nahida, are you...
Yes. I have my reasons for this decision. Yes. As I told you once before.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that's the whole reason we came to see you today.
Mm-hmm. You may remember me mentioning that the Fatui had not included your twins' details in... It's possible that the Fatui have other information that even I don't know about. He was granted the power to connect with Irminsul when he almost became the god of a new era. Even though he no longer has the Gnosis, some traces of its power remain in him. The amount of information in Irminsul is vast beyond description. So I asked the Balladeer to search in Irminsul for any information about the Descenders. He's more familiar with this kind of information.
Exactly! Or what if... Paimon just doesn't trust him! He's treated us as...
I understand. How things will go in the future depends on what information he brings back. Our minds have connected several times before. There is a corner of your heart. As Sumeru's deity, it is my responsibility to be on guard against the Balladeer. But if this deal with the Balladeer can give you the answers you've been longing to... It's my pleasure.
Paimon's still...
I was going to contact you about that, but then you suddenly showed up on your own. In fact, even though he only has a fraction of it, of course I'll be there to help guide you through Irminsul from the outside. Great. Prepare yourselves. I'm going to...
Oh, creo que esto sí no me lo esperaba. La verdad que no esperaba que Escaramucha pues nos ayudara y bueno, wow, la verdad que no esperaba mucho de esto, pero cada día se pone más emocionante. Vamos a ver qué nos depara en el árbol.
Wow, it looks pretty different here compared to last time. The colors are gentler. Guess that must be because Sumeru's at peace now.
Look at that. Hot on my heels. You know, you didn't have to cut...
Shut your beak!
I understand that prison...
Sounds like a successful rendezvous. I need to be quite clear about something. In a few moments, you'll be entering, unlike anywhere else. Irminsul's inner region consists exclusively of torrents of... I know there are many grievances between you, on both sides. But it is essential that you...
Fine. Let's call it truce.
Let's cut each other a little slack, shall we? Per my agreement with Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'll be at the front. It's my job to lead the way and get rid of any obstacles in our path. All you have to do is keep your pretty eyes open and try not to fall behind.
You you're confident. Paimon will give you that. You may—
If there are no further objections, or did you need some time to mentally prepare yourselves?
Ew! Ugh, the snark on— Is this a small sapling? Oh, darn it! Come on, let's catch up with him.
Bueno, creo que vamos a ver qué nos depara esta historia porque eso está emocionante, está espectacular la historia, o sea, escaramuza, el enemigo número 1, bueno, ya vencí a algunos futuris, pero ese es el más importante, es ya que tengo el personaje ya lo tengo. Bueno, pues, vamos a empezar con esta historia, vamos a ver qué nos dice la Simon.
So this is the inside of Irminsul.
Creo que quiero que pongan cuidado al modo historia, pónganle cuidado porque no puede hablar, pero pónganle cuidado a la historia porque en serio que les va a encantar.
Ooh, Paimon's never—
Irminsul is closely intertwined with the entirety of Tevat. Pick your jaws up off the floor.
Why is it that Paimon just wants to do the opposite of it?
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Can you still sense where the heart of—
Yes. Permission to begin searching for information.
Permission granted.
Let's go.
Hey, so— What are you smirking?
I was just imagining the look on your travel. Anything's possible.
Alcancémoslo porque está... Oiga, no, esto está emocionante, Dios. Ok, no esperaba mucho. Bueno, vamos a ver. Voy a ver los comentarios porque tal para que alguien me escribió.
Those are all packets of information from inside Irminsul.
Saludos a Natalia López que me está viendo en directo. ¿Cómo estás? Bienvenida al directo. Bienvenida. Saludos a Natalia López que me está viendo en directo prácticamente. Menciones a ella, pues... Es que tenga muchos seguidores, pero bueno, sigamos con la historia porque estoy perdiendo a mismísimo escaramuza, pues, no. Ayuda a Natalia López, ahí estoy del comentario de ella. Hola. Bueno, pongámosle cuidado al modo historia, vamos a estar callados, pónganle cuidado que les va a fascinar.
No wonder you mentioned about getting lost. Huh, what do you know? He was actually telling the truth. Is he mocking me again? What is it this time?
There's a time and a place to lie, but this definitely isn't it. So why don't you relax your guard a little? We're here.
What a huge...
Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Good, you made it.
Ready when you are.
Then please begin. Preparing to access...
The Balladier's actually doing what Nahida tells him.
The rest is up to you.
Will do.
Huh. For once, we're...
Traveler. Yes. I've also invited Paimon to join.
Huh? What the? We can talk to each other inside our heads?
That's part of it.
Paimon's never... So...
As I've told you before, there are still some... Perhaps today will be the... Well done. Smart... So, you made contact with that part of his mind.
Huh.
Everyone has a history, Paimon. Even if you're a puppet.
Speaking of puppets, we ran into...
If you mean the mysterious...
Really?
Oh? How interesting.
So the guess got...
Well, they guessed...
Must be a riveting conversation you three are having. Don't insult me. You're having a private conversation without me. Obviously. Of course you do. You can't
So...
Still looking. Don't get your hopes up, though. You and your twin come from outside this world. It wouldn't surprise me if there was
Wait! How did you know about that?
It's not like we've never met before. And anyway, you're world famous. It'd be more surprising if I didn't know a few things about you. Right now, we have to keep the peace. Huh?
This light.
Anonymous data.
Hey, don't you
Shh.
Mr. Niwa, are you certain this is worth the risk? We are talking about Tatara Suna's...
There's no one else who can enter.
Is that so?
It's...
Whoa!
No sé, creo que les va a gustar. Uy,
I
creo
have
que-
been in Tatara Suna for
Fuera que
some
aparece
time
algo
now.
bueno.
You have shown me under your leadership. As I understand, the forging industry, skills, blood.
Yes, well, you allowed even now. You
flatter.
So you say.
My goods.
I tried to resist thinking it was all connected. What have we gained from adopting your new technology? And recently, none of the people who went out, but that doesn't faze you.
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be so sincere.
Mikoshi Nagamasa.
After all,
You're well informed on the subtleties of his situation for a
why, Mr. Niwa, are you suggesting...
Enough, Escher. I'm here because an evil force is raging inside the furnace. And someone needs to take your new device and I'm in charge here.
Judging from the look in your eyes...
Drop the act! We're past that now. Whoever you are, I just want to know what you're still doing here. What's left? Don't you have all your answers by now?
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment. A moment like this, where you finish talking and I stop you.
You...
You're a little smarter than I initially gave you credit for. I thought I'd disguise myself, except it's a long journey from Inazuma to Fontaine, but that didn't stop them. Eventually, they managed to confirm that And yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity.
If you...
Oh, but you're quite wrong.
Whoever you're working for won't get away with this.
It's no trouble at all. Patience is a virtue which I have in a... If you must know, I'm happy to divulge my true identity. I'm a Fatui Harbinger.
The... Fatui?
Just to create a minor...
That's it? That's why you...
Look how even the righteous soul is... My device It is easier. Make no mistake.
He has no...
What a beautiful way to see the world. Think of me as a... I say, Mr. Niwa, let's see what happens. Will you... Mr. Niwa? Already dead. Jester, I have completed the task you gave me. Creating a gap and... I'd like to introduce a puppet to you. If...
Dottore. Dottore!
Uy, creo que se enojó. La madre,
Good. Good.
Was that the doctor? Did he turn into a mechanic? But why?
When I touched the doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments, I read...
Maybe so. But it means...
Does it? But this memory shows that Niwa didn't betray you. You know very well what that means.
Let's give him some space.
We need to give him some time to process his emotions.
I'm still confused about the Tatarasuna incident.
Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon. So now you have the complete picture. Katsuragi, it was all a horrific experiment planned by the doctor. Of all the unwitting after the event, the load was far. The mechanic removed. The balladeer was stuck. He fought Niwa.
Holy mo...
Yes. Only if...
Dotori, you brazen-faced... Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him.
Bueno, ¿ustedes qué opinan? ¿Qué les parece la historia? Aunque todavía no termino porque me falta continuar con la historia. Voy a ver los comentarios porque no sé qué pasó aquí. Pues Natalia López no me ha dicho nada, pero...
Shall we see how he's doing?
Bueno, Natalia me está viendo, Natalia me está viendo. Eso es lo importante, que me esté viendo en directo. Saludos a España, pues.
You alright?
Chaval.
That's a scary expression.
Are you worried about me? If we didn't have such a history, I'd almost think that it won't. I'll keep...
Hey, are you investigating?
That's why we're here.
Bueno,
But unfortunately, there's no information about the Descenders in Irminsul.
Even if you can't find anything, that seems to confirm...
Oh, does that mean we have to leave empty-handed?
Don't thank me just yet. You look really upset. Well, since Irminsul was a dead end...
Huh?
The reason why there are records about your brother in Irminsul. It might have something to do with Conria. Plus, he only came to this world because the
heavens responded.
The Jester told me this himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Conria, and lived with... I don't know the details. Did you get all that, Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes.
Does this info count towards my mission? It wasn't from Irminsul, but...
Very valuable.
Good. In that case, I'll take some time for myself now.
Huh?
Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent. Even if I use all of the divine, I shared a secret with you. And now you owe me. So in return, give me your hand.
Uy, suspenso, suspenso.
Can you hear my voice in some... No, I can't do anything like that anymore. At most, so tell me, in this... Done.
Huh? What the?
Nothing. So long. I suggest you...
Where are you going? Hey, wait up! Didn't you say not to go running off?
Fast reaction time. But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again. From this day forth, the names Balladeer and Kabukimono, those who died in Tatarasuna because of me, deserve another chance.
Hey, Balladeer!
You know, I never did like insects. Hordes of the puny things swarming together can be... But if a colony of harmless ants...
Balladeer! Uh-oh, he disappeared!
Wow. Siento un pesar, siento como que me fuera a dar un golpe en el corazón, pero esto sí me dolió.
Oh, can you hear me?
Esto sí me dolió.
Nihira!
Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer.
It was the Balladeers!
Me dolió bastante.
I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little. Did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated?
Where the heck did he...
Don't be. We're running out of time.
Creo que esto me dolió bastante. No esperaba mucho de esto, pero... Wow, creo que... Quedo más sorprendido de esto, la verdad que... Vieron que Calamucha entró al árbol, pues desapareció de la nada, pues así, no sé qué pasó. Natalia, ¿tú qué opinas? Mira que... pero bueno, no sé, es que fue algo, fue algo, no no sé, épico o no sé, algo sorprendente porque no esperaba mucho de esto y wow, creo que, no sé, ¿tú qué opinas? Escriben, por favor, los que ven en directo, escriban en los comentarios. Bueno, no sé qué pasa ahí, pero algo me dice que esto va a estar bueno con este directo. A la siguiente parte, pónganle cuidado a la historia.
We're out! And we're...
This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged, and nobody will... I'm sorry.
An emergency?
Don't worry.
Her voice has gone. Paimon can't shake the feeling that's...
Bueno, se me olvida, antes de hablar tengo que decirles que nos va a hablar la Arconte Hidro, la Fontrike, que es la que se viene, la 4.0. Por lo que he visto los videos en TikTok, tanto en TikTok, en YouTube, que los youtubers me han mencionado que es la región que nos espera, que nos va a venir muchos enemigos de Futui, y que la reina, pues, como que la reina de Hidro, pues, es un poco descabelladamente muy estricta con sus concejales y su gente, y es una nación que está por debajo del mar. Ojo con eso, que vamos a encontrarnos con ella en la 4.0. Por ahora vamos a seguir en Sumeru, no vamos a cambiar nada, el modo historia seguir así hasta que saquen otro modo historia. Hay que esperar, vamos a ver qué nos dice la Arconte Hidro, vamos a ver qué nos dice, vamos a esperar, vamos a ponerle cuidado, poner atención, porque la historia es muy, muy importante para la región Hidro, pues que lo disfruten y que lo disfruten bastante ustedes.
He wants to change the past? But surely that's right! It's like, imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if so... Huh? Ah! Sorry. Paimon accidentally... but erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable! Is that really possible in Irminsul? Paimon's had it! There's no way he'll actually succeed. There's nothing we can do about it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas on... Seems like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But... So... Alright, Paimon will start. And Dre and Chip... Oh!
Póngale, creo que la historia de la Arconte Hidro, cuento.
Paimon was, talking? Huh. Paimon suddenly can't remember... Is that a... What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something... So, the bell... Okay, sure. Where are we going? Huh? Fine by Paimon, but... Is everything okay?
Ok, pasó. ¿Qué pasa aquí? No sé qué carajo me va a tocar. Ay, Marina, creo que nos va... Bueno, vamos a ver, porque esto se puso más épico. Se puso épico. Natalia López nos dice, jejeje. Está escuchando hablando mientras tanto porque no... Mejor dicho, le gustó mi historia, la verdad que... Natalia, vea pues cómo es la cosa, pues... ¿Qué te parece? Mira que el juego es bacano. Bueno, ya hablando de Natalia, pues te diré que este personaje se llama la Shogun Raiden. que es la Arconte Electro, por lo que te voy a mostrar, entre comillas, la casa de ella, pues es la casa de la Arconte Electro, es la que está acá arriba, ¿verdad? Por ejemplo, en esta estatuilla, la estatua donde está, bueno, se me acabó la estamina, que la recuerda. Bueno, resulta que Makoto era la antigua, era la anterior Arconte Electro, la Makoto, que era tanto como él como Makoto eran hermanas. Resulta que ella tuvo que, en la guerra hace 500 años, en la guerra de los Arcontes, pues ella tuvo que morir en esa guerra y quedó la que asumió el mando fue ella porque ella creó una marioneta de ella misma y ella estuvo encargada de vigilar las islas de Inazuma, y pues la otra, la antigua Shogun, la verdadera Shogun, estaba metida en una especie de un espacio-tiempo dentro de, ¿cómo es que es? Estaba como hagamos de cuenta que es como Buda 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 es un dios que le gusta es pensar y está en una realidad donde él está meditando, y pues Shogun Reinen estuvo meditando durante muchos años cuando murió Makoto y dejó a cargo a la marioneta. Cuando ya la marioneta fue derrotada por la viajera, pues que yo la derroté prácticamente, prácticamente tuvimos que derrotarla otra vez porque ella tuvo que enfrentarse a su antigua yo, la creadora, y Makoto pues volvió a aparecer, pero en forma de pétalo, como forma de árbol, y pues se acordaron unas cosas y por fin se volvieron a encontrar ellas dos prácticamente, derrotando así a la marioneta. Y bueno, yo tengo esta persona porque la antigua Arconte, pero que no es la verdadera, sino la marioneta, y la otra pues está dentro de este palacio. Pero bueno, aquí está, ella tiene su única habilidad es robar visiones, que son Endo, Hidro, Libro, Viro, Viento y Electro. Esos son los únicos elementos que ella puede robar con su espada, con la ulti que está acá con el jugar con el triángulo. Y este es el ojo este es el ojo de pues prácticamente es ella. Bueno, esta es la ciudad de Inazuma, la ciudad de la corte, y estos son árboles de Sakura, y bueno, vamos a seguir con el camino. Vamos a ver, vamos a continuar con el modo historia. Ya tengo tres personas viéndome en directo. Bueno, vamos a ver, vamos a donde nos dirigimos. Vamos a conocer a un señor que es lo que nos va a contar la historia. No sé qué va a decir, pero vamos a ponerle cuidado.
We made it to Amanuma Smithy!
Ah, it's been a while. Of course. Go ahead. Oh. Now there's a question I want. The once renowned Raiden Gokuden, comprised of 5 branches. Amenoma, Futsu, Ishin, Hyakume, and Senju. The art of forging practiced by these 5 clans was first taught to them personally by the almighty Shogun. Over time, the 5 branches diverged from one another as generations of bladesmiths honed and perfected their craft until they became 5 distinct traditions.
Most of the great swordsmith clans of old have since fallen into decline. And for a long time, only the Amenoma branch kept its art alive. But fortunately, Kaedehara Kazuha recently returned to Inazuma and took up the mantle of the Ishin art. Now, 2 clans remain of the original Gokuden 5. If my memory serves me right, you yourself were present when he forged the Ishin blade.
Oh, yeah, we were! Paimon remembers that now. We learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gokuden then, too. It seems like such a shame.
That, my friends, is a tragic tale indeed. In fact, this was not made known to me for most of my life. All these years, I knew of those great clans' demise, but never the cause. Only recently, when the question was on my mind, did I ask Kaedehara Kazuha about this. He told me that, as we are both heirs to a branch of the Raiden Gokuden, it was right that I should know the truth. There is no harm in telling you, but I must warn you. It is a dark and sorrowful tale. The Raiden Gokuden were the targets of a murderous rampage by a vengeful bladesmith.
Vengeful? Why?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a catastrophic malfunction in Tatarasuna's furnace. Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation in that day, and overseeing it was the armory officer. His surname was Niwa, though he had family ties to the Kaedehara clan. Knowing that they had just one chance to save countless lives, Mr. Niwa and the swordsmith leaped together into the furnace. The furnace quickly stabilized, but the smith's death, though in his heart powerless and destitute, the only legacy he had to pass on to his children was his hatred. Generation after generation bore this grudge, living in utter misery. Alas, if only the story could have ended there. But 100 years ago, the then head of this family reached the end of his wits. He could bear their... Finally, he made a drastic decision. To take revenge. In his fury, he murdered indiscriminately. But when he came to the Kaedehara, and that is why the Kaedehara...
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Kazuha? Why, yes. Just yes. My pleasure.
Don't tell Paimon. On to the next step.
Bueno, vamos al clan camisa, a la tienda Kamisato, pues. Ay, Dios. Vámonos.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging. Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion.
Así, regresé, ahora sí. Regresamos con el modo historia.
We're here!
Traveler! It's been a while. If you're looking...
Are they out?
The commissioner is out...
What do you think? Shall we go in?
If it were anyone...
We'll be heading in.
Hello, dears. Of what would you like to know? Oh, they're as for...
So pretty much...
Very...
Well, got any more questions?
You're very... Miss Kamisa, I must say... Whenever the commissioner dines at home, the commissioner, they say, they get to... Miss Kamisa, it's been many years now since the late... As someone who is... So, in the future, if you ever do have the time, wonderful...
Paimon likes it. Paimon's itching to try.
Of course.
All right, goodbye for now. Great. Goodbye, ma'am. Don't worry.
All right.
Oh, are you two leaving already?
Yep. Everything's taken...
Very well.
Oh. No sabía. Vamos a hacer la suma. ¿Sabes qué? Voy a comer algo porque se me antojó algo. A ver. Vamos a ver, vamos a antojarnos de algo. A ver. Ay, pues amortiguar algo por lo menos.
Do my eyes deceive?
Xavier? What are you doing here?
I was in the general area.
We have some questions and thought you might be able to...
Certainly do. I've researched... If there's anything you want to know, just... Like the back of my... Not only that, but I've met people in... Oh, I'm told that its history is one of the...
A couple?
One was just... They say he was...
Hey, weren't you gonna ask...
Oh, I didn't realize you...
Me neither.
What brought this on? Sure, go ahead. A kabuki... I do know the word, but sadly, I... Of course!
Oh, we're leaving?
Oh, you're most welcome. Farewell.
Looks like you got all the information you're looking for. Sure. Keep your smile, Spinal Crab. Come on. All right.
Bueno. Nos vamos para Sumeru. Nos vamos para Sumeru, que quiero... Tengo que mirar una cosa porque no esperaba mucho de este. Más que no se espera, a ver. Por ahora comeré una galleta que me gusta mucho. Galletas. Ah, jajaja.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Hey, it's them!
Akaba! Sawada! You're still here?
Indeed we are. If you have a moment, we'd love for you to...
We have time.
It's the same topic we discussed last time.
Still looking for more info about Tatarasuna, huh?
Unfortunately, we haven't made any real progress. Huh? Oh.
I presume you'll want to read mine.
Well, what do you think?
Hey, Traveler. Remember how...
What did you find out?
It's a long story.
Wow. So many...
Well. Ugh.
This new info...
Yes, okay, point...
And they're back at it.
Oh, so...
You're welcome.
Keep us in the loop of you...
Will do.
No esperaba mucho eso, no sabía. Bueno, a ver, vamos a ver qué pasa, que se puso bueno. Se puso bueno la cosa. Vamos a ver, creo que me están viendo, me están escuchando, me están hablando. Algunos comentarios. Pero, unos comentarios, señores. ¿Qué opinan de esa historia? Ya no. Contemos la nueva historia más bien. No me acuerdo porque esto va a ser importante.
Nahida, we're here!
Traveler, time...
Ugh, where to start? Paimon hasn't had a moment.
You look troubled. Traveler?
Hey, what's wrong?
That's quite a... So, this puppet known as the Balladeer...
But...
how... As the Traveler said, nevertheless.
So, you...
Yes. The Traveler come... So if there's anyone in the world...
Paimon's having...
I can only make inferences. Something else worrying you? Something that you can't share? It couldn't change the fate of the ones who had... Once the ballad... It couldn't keep hidden. The story makes the Balladeer... That power that...
Yeah. It just feels so...
Please wait a moment. Found it. This should be the one. It turns out that... I have a strange way of confirming...
What is it?
A record from a personal collection. It was tucked away. You should take a look.
Is this a fairy tale?
I authored this record.
Huh?
When combined with the travel...
Hold on.
Yes. Changing the info... But Irminsul...
That's incredible!
And sending the This story is a... But if we connect... There was once a lone monster, once in a while. But the monsters, the kitten too... Furious at a gray fox. The monster smiled. The monster gave. The fire was... The two promised they would spend their whole lives together. But the little bird did not have long left to live. It passed away. Never again would it... How it wished... I will become the...
We solved it!
I remember now. to become a god. This memory was creating a deity. I buried it.
It's hard to believe Paimon has no...
The balladeer, before he vanished, we still don't know how the change to Irminsul will affect the senior ranks of the Fatui.
It sounds like Paimon...
This is why wisdom... So the answer is, when you give some to others looking on, never forget that, and that is what you...
Yeah, me...
Good idea.
You got it! Come on! Let's go get a snack from one of the stalls in the Grand Bazaar! That'll be sure to lift our spirits! It must be really tough being the only one who remembers all that. But Paimon's always here to help cheer you up.
Oh, creo que no esperaba mucho eso. Bueno, a ver, comentarios me toca. Únicamente tocar los comentarios. No hay ningún comentario. Bueno, ni modo.
What should we eat first? Hey, are you gonna answer or what? Alright, whatever you want. Well, Paimon will be right here when you figured stuff... What is it? Have you figured...
Excuse me, boss. There seems to be a small problem with the last bill. Look.
Oh. Adivinen quién regresó.
Hey! Hey, what?
Hmm? You mean me?
No, not you. That kid. Look.
I wasn't paying close... I think you're right. Maybe it's...
Who's that guy? You know him or something? He's who?
You're a strange one. I don't want to take...
No, please.
You're welcome.
Leave it to me.
Stop. You don't want money.
That's right. We can talk more.
Hey, what do we do now? Okay, stay...
Yeah.
Even though you say he's the ballad... Oh.
This should be enough. Guess I should wash them before I... Huh? You two over there. You've been following me all the way from the city. Have we... No, we haven't met. I have no recollection. Sorry, but I just can't take...
A puppet?
Huh? I guess you do know. Look, I'm just a wanderer. Okay, but...
Are you really working?
Yes.
That's...
Let me take these back. Then I'll...
Then let's return to this...
Here you go, boss. I'll leave...
Oh, you...
Something's come up.
I was just a...
What?
I get it, but look. Imagine you were... But anyway, take it...
But I don't... No. Then I suppose...
Don't mention it.
Thank you. All right, done.
What's wrong? Huh?
Hello. I do
We found this guy in the street, but he doesn't seem to remember anything.
You say that you're trekking across to
Well, it seems more but these two claim that they know me.
I wouldn't call it the path. I don't like to rely on using terms like, oh, yes, something far more
Okay. Oh, you want to tell me, but you can't. If it's that difficult to talk about, but I'll be able to handle it.
Is truth something you
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. Nearly died. You drifted from actions through.
I gave everything I had.
In terms of the outcome of...
I don't think I can judge each choice a person.
That isn't...
It seems like...
We're not...
If we were enemies...
He's got so much...
Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yes.
Please.
even though it will cost.
I'm just a...
Very well.
Wait, shouldn't...
Don't worry.
Traveler, could I ask you to
Oh, good point.
Understood.
Thank you.
I await your instruction.
This looks like Inazuma.
Right now, you're in a dream. These memories...
Sounds like an immersive experience.
You don't need to do this for me. I don't deserve your protection.
We never give up halfway.
All right.
Wanderer, this is the Shake Pavilion.
Is that because...
You...
I hear...
This place is... No, There's someone... You're... Huh.
This man is...
And the rest is his...
In the original...
Let me get...
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor, disguised as the second... But Katsuragi...
Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
He looks like a warrior, but he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live a long and happy life?
Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabuki Mono.
That's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
Let the show be...
I was abandoned.
Okay, I heard my mom. He kept calling.
But you can't.
Yup. Oh, this child, after leaving Tatarasuna, the balladeer ran into this.
What happened to the...
He died from his illness.
Hey! What's wrong? Say so! You promised me we could be family!
The voices have gone.
Let's keep going.
You do realize you're blocking my path.
I come not to obstruct you. I have been waiting. What you are truly is a weapon. could be wielded with an iron will. Or we could continue to drift aimlessly.
Are you trying to win me over?
Long-fated rebellion has begun. Why not take your place at the banquet and join those who shall feast?
I guess this might propagate. Let the show be. There is no escape. Ha! Ha! Shine down! Use this first. Illusion shattered! Take flight! I'll protect us! Scatter! Propagate! My approach!
Come at me!
Sakura swirl! Now you shall perish! Shine down!
I see through you!
Take flight! Scatter!
That all you got?
Let the show begin!
You can't run! Well,
Whirling snow!
don't be killed!
Kami-sama!
We've only just begun!
Propagate!
My duty.
Scatter!
Looks like I went too far.
This place is dark.
In the original version of events, the Traveler once encountered
such a creepy atmosphere. Hey, look over there.
Well, well, my fair lady. Is this rundown factory and these incompetent fools all for me? Wow.
Huh. What do you have to gain from belittling your subordinates? Perhaps you find fighting in the Abyss to be a more meaningful use of your time? Oh, but of course...
What a funny how negotiating never seems to be your strong suit. For the task ahead, I suggest you keep your...
Save your breath. I know what
I'm sure you think so, but I still think you need to hear it. Don't...
Surely you're not...
I just can't have you getting in my way. You and Child never failed to find ways to complicate things.
I'm merely lighting a little fire in this chaotic... Do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden GOKU... Look at you. By then, see you at the victory feast.
Poor little tongue? Forget it. Someone might find me here any minute now.
The plot does not end here. There is more of this story to come.
Yes.
Why are you staring at me in silence? Can't you think of a nicer way to express yourself?
I'm under no obligation to be nice to you. Besides, I thought nothing mattered to you except results in your own interests. Isn't that right, witch?
Muddle-headed puppet. You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse than other humans. Do you really count that as an asset?
You're about as much fun to be around as a raging inferno. But before we murder each other, it'd be best if we finish our duties.
Sakura swirl! Propagate! The more, the merrier!
Shine down! Torn to oblivion!
Over here!
Whirling snow!
I'll protect us! Spring forth! Amuse myself a little.
Illusion shattered!
Now you've got me worked up! Doesn't shine no longer. Looks like we've arrived in Sumeru.
Considering that Amorta's sage...
Welcome.
When do we start?
You seem impatient. You should know that becoming a god...
The biological transformation is a lengthy process. As such, I too would recommend that we commence as soon as possible.
Nothing worse than what I've been through before.
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you, alas, after that, you were under orders to remain in the abyss.
That was gracefully worded.
I suggest...
The doctor again?
That person gives off a very sinister energy.
It's normal for him to get...
Let's move on.
Bueno, creo que no sé qué va a suceder después con esto.
You're a god.
If you accept that he is you, just as you are you, then yes.
In your eyes, are there any...
Do you think there are any differences between your present self and your previous? Whoever has tasted...
I've seen enough. No matter the consequences. Can you return my memory?
Huh? But...
I've always believed that as a puppet living in a...
Regaining your memory, are you sure?
I've lived with the void, but then I met you. I've always felt it, so I beg you.
Very well, since your mind is... You have made your decision. Now, take this.
Set him free.
A puppet? What's he doing here? You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
What a fine blade. Nagamasa will be thrilled.
This is... my...
Is he alright? No way!
All worthless dross will be purged. That's why this won't be the end.
Uy. ¡Épico! Pero nos toca el enemigo.
This is trying your patience.
Have you got all your memories back now?
Have you got any more stupid questions?
Churn! Behold!
At my command, you shall fall! Swollen Fury!
Feeble human! Behold!
The wind rises.
My endless cycle begins! Insignificant past! Behold!
The wind rises.
Perish!
Search for it. Search for it.
Feeble human!
Unsightly insects. Swollen Fury. The wind rises.
Insignificant past!
Imbecile!
It disappeared.
What did you expect?
There's the... Wait! But...
Sorry. I'm harsh on myself and everyone else. You sound like you're but don't worry. Thanks to you, even if I didn't...
The memory recovery seems to have been a success.
Come on. Let's go.
Welcome back, Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer. You don't like being—
It's fine. After learning about everything the doctor did, there's no way I can carry on using a name connected to him. I'm not planning on returning to the Fatui, and they wouldn't take me back anyway.
So, you're quitting the Fatui for good?
It's like you said, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything may look futile.
But that doesn't mean your own past has—
Of course.
And your main goal, for which you gave up everything you had, you weren't able to achieve it. I hope you can see and understand. Changing the world, what you were looking for is complete annihilation. But this is just a fantasy. Even if the Balladeer is removed from existence, the world—
Indeed.
Do you regret doing all that when you've gotten so—
Even if I'm completely worthless, there's nothing in the world worth regretting. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you purposely left that information in Irminsul.
Yes, and I took pains to make sure that you'd acquire that information.
Why would you go to such lengths?
In all honesty, your past experiences have made you a useful asset to Sumeru and to me. Winning you over— But before that, I wanted to tell you the truth about your past.
Very clever.
I guess you could say that's—
Utility to others is what gives me work. Oh, right. Sorry if I have a slightly different perspective on things, but I don't feel like I've been duped. The wisest leaders are—
I'm glad you're able to think, Traveler. In the future, I'll continue to search Irminsul more deeply, including the beginning of your twins' journey recorded in Irminsul. What exactly— I will try—
Traveler. After I dove into the information torrents in Irminsul, why did you go to Inazuma? So that's how you found out who's fated. Well, whatever your reasons, you did me a favor, and I'll do everything I can to pay it back. Borrowing and returning are the only real relationships, but—
That's not true. A relationship between two people is not simply a ledger that can— I think deep down you realize this. People who show up in your life don't just evaporate like water drops and some things in the— Everything that you feel is to be human is to live with imperfections. You can—
But humans can't live without a—
Pain is perfectly well, even without a heart. The past is set in stone, but you can keep moving on.
Sounds like you've got a future planned out for me.
Everything's ended up—
Then I guess I'll be helping you from behind the scenes from now on.
I'm glad that you've accepted our proposal. Why don't you
Paimon!
Why?
Because—
A name is life. The Traveler and Paimon have helped you a lot. If you can't decide—
No! Paimon only does nicknames! If it's a serious name—
Have you got—
¿Qué nombre le pongo yo, muchachos? Denme una idea. Son las 9:49. Bueno, ya cargó. Vamos a ver. ¿Qué nombre le vamos a dar a estos trotamundos? Vamos a buscar en YouTube qué nombre le podemos dar al personaje.
what about a nickname? Are you done yet?
Still thinking. Stop rushing me.
En la versión 3.4 se ve la escaramuza y puedes ir peleando por él. Vas a necesitar champiñón rucas.
¿Qué o quién es Scaramouche? Otra vez tirar de cartas, por favor.
A ver, podría hacerme gracioso y llamarle Pancracio o Godofredo, ¿sabéis? Pero quiero ponerle un nombre épico. ¿Qué os parece este? A mí me mola destino, llamarle de...
Convencimos a una detrás de Cap.
Amigos, amigas, un usuario de China ha encontrado un bug en el trotamundos, en Scaramouche, en Wanderer. Mirad esto, amigos, el Wanderer normal y corriente, cuando vuela, hace 5 sprints. El Wanderer con hidro, y haciendo el torbellino con el agua y tal, hace 6 sprints, por lo tanto tiene un poquito más de estamina. Bien, con este bug puedes hacer hasta 22 sprints. Lo primero que tienes que hacer para hacer este bug es entrar a cualquier dominio.
Motivos para lanzar por...
Amigos, amigas, un usuario de China ha encontrado un bug en el trotamundos, en Scaramouche, en Wanderer. Mirad esto, amigos, el Wanderer normal y corriente, cuando vuela, hace 5 sprints. El Wanderer con hidro, y haciendo el torbellino...
Motivos para...
Ey, gente, esta mañana nos hemos despertado con el...
Ha salido Benjamin Bingley y tiene rollos de gameplay bastante curiosos, además de sus...
Evita esto. Con Mercado Libre recibes los regalos en menos de 48 horas.
Lleva paquetes desde 5.500 pesos y recibe WhatsApp ilimitado por 30 días.
Esto es lo que pasa si le llamas Scaramouche a Wanderer en la nueva misión de Arconte de Genshin. Chequead, Wanderer de Genshin no te deja ponerle Scaramouche a Wanderer, obviamente, porque Wanderer ya es como una nueva persona. Ya ha olvidado su antigua identidad como Fatui, como Scaramouche. De hecho, si intentas ponerle Barader, Kunikuzushi, etcétera, etcétera, todos los nombres que tengan que ver con la identidad suya de Scaramouche, no te va a dejar ponerlo. Pero hay una manera. Perdonad por traer este vídeo tarde, porque han pasado ya unos días y quizá muchos de vosotros ya habéis hecho la misión de Arconte, pero de verdad, para los que no la hayáis hecho aún, merece la pena. Se ve que de casualidad me ha salido este vídeo en YouTube hace nada de cómo nombrar a Wanderer Scaramouche en Genshin Impact. Unicode Bypass. ¿Qué significa esto? Atentos. Este tío primeramente intenta ponerle Scaramouche al nombre de Wanderer, tal y como lo intentaríamos todos, le da a confirmar y pasa lo siguiente.
Have no need for these names anymore.
Pero aquí hay una solución. El tío se va a una página, ok, de GitHub, y elige las mismas letras que conforman el nombre de Scaramouche, pero las elige y las copia de un sitio donde tiene como un código en plan diferente, ¿sabéis? Entonces el juego es como que eso no lo detecta, visualmente se ve Scaramouche, pero el juego es como que no detecta que tú has puesto Scaramouche. Es algo así, ¿vale? Posiblemente para los que sepáis de estas cosas me queréis reventar la cabeza, pero es algo parecido. ¿Veis? Letra original, la C. Aquí está la C otra vez, pero como si no fuese la C, pero visualmente se ve que es la C. Entonces lo que hace el tío es copiarla en un bloc de notas. Ahí está. Elige la A de Scaramouche y así sucesivamente. Ahí ya pone el nombre completo porque ya ha puesto la C y la A con las letras cambiadas. Ahora simplemente lo pega en el juego, le da a confirmar y tachan.
Are you sure? Oh, alright. If you say so.
Y ya estaría. Puedes llamarle Scaramouche a tu Wanderer. Muchas gracias a todos por haceros miembros del canal y por apoyar el sorteo de Scaramouche que estoy haciendo, que acaba el día 26. Desde que subí el vídeo anunciando el sorteo, algunos de vosotros, si te haces miembro del canal en el... ¿Qué pasa si a Wanderer le pones Ei, que es el nombre de su madre? ¿Te dejará o no te dejará? Te deja. Estaría curioso si alguien intentase llamarle Raiden, ¿verdad? Sería muy extraño. ¿Y qué pasa si intentas ponerle Yaimiko? ¿Y ¿Qué pasaría si le pones Paimon? Nada. Absolutamente. Yo creo que no le puedes poner ni Dottore, ni Childe / Tartaglia, ni Arlequino, ni Pierro, etcétera, etcétera. Es decir, todo lo que esté relacionado con su pasado, no puedes ponérselo. Y efectivamente, Childe tampoco le deja. En efecto. Pero es muy curioso, amigos, porque si le pone Fatui, sí que le deja. Es extraño, ¿no? Siendo un Fatui. Yo aún no he hecho esta misión de Arconte, por lo tanto puedo ponerle los nombres que yo quiera e ir probando. Entonces, ponedme en los comentarios los nombres que queréis que le pruebe al Wanderer para ver si deja ponerlo o no deja ponerlo. El comentario más votado de este mismo vídeo va a ser el nombre que le pondré a mi trotamundos. Sí, por vosotros. Lo dejo a vuestra disposición.
A mí, dame un nombre, man. A mí no. A mí, dame un nombre. A mí, dame un nombre más. No más.
Are you sure? Okay. Have you got... Are you sure? Oh, alright.
There. Now you have...
What about a nickname? Are you... Take your time. Everyone who...
You mean
the doctor.
Now that your stance is...
One more there are still some descendants of the Raiden Gokuden living in Inazuma. I don't plan to, even though the events...
I see. Huh?
It's fine. Let them stab their... Alright, goodbye, wise deity. And you too.
He's gone.
What he went through today...
Yeah, true. But even so we can finally go...
Thank you both.
I've got it! I can end my novel with some words.
You mean
Yeah! The Dark Cloud. Then one. All these life.
but a momentary distraction.
It's about time we had a break. As soon as you stop, all the tiredness and hunger... Wow, girl! Huh? Look at the vase. Did someone...
You sound lost, and I know why you are troubled.
Huh? Is there someone here talking?
Unfortunate when a small, like a vase. History.
The voice has disappeared. And who the heck was that? And what were they doing coming out of nowhere and saying all that scary stuff? It feels wrong.